Dear friends, teaching mathematics is a very joyful process. Mathematics plays a very important role in all our life. It is an inseparable part of education since the formal education. It is very essential for the growth of science and technology. The history of mathematics begins with the origin of numbers. Such a beautiful subject. Nowadays, school children feel mathematics is very difficult. See, after teaching mathematics for several years, I feel teaching mathematics is a very, very interesting thing, provided the boys also show interest in learning. For that, to create interest in the children, I have few examples to show how we can play with the numbers. Mathematics, as I said, it begins with the origin of numbers. So therefore, we shall take few examples and show how interest can be created in the class with these numbers. I start with the square numbers. You see 11 squared. 11 squared is 121. 111 squared is 12321. 1101 squared is 1234 321. You see the arrangement of numbers here. There are two numbers, 2 in the middle, on either side 1. There are 3 1 1 1, 3 in the middle, on either side 2 1 2 1. Here there are 4 ones, 1 1 1 1. So 4 in the middle, on either side you find 3 2 1. Similarly, if you take up this example 101. 101, if I put 0 in the middle here, you see the pattern here. 10201. There are 2 ones here, 2 in the middle. Here, again, 2 ones are there, but there are 2 zeros in between. So 2 zeros will come on either side of 2. So this is the pattern. Here, 3 zeros are in the middle between 2's. 10,001 square. This is the square number. If you expand this or if you find the square, you get this number. So one more example, if you look at this, if you put 10101 squared, find out the square of this, you get this number. 1010101 squared is this. See, if there are 4 ones here, put 4 in the middle. On either side, you go on writing alternately 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 1. Here also 0, 3, 0, 2, 0, 1. So, if you look at these numbers, they read same forward and backward. 1, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Here also, from here if you read 1, 0, 0, 0, 2, 0, 0, 0, 1. Both it reads forward same as similar to backward. So these numbers are palindrome. We call it as palindrome. It is a word or a number which reads the same backward as forward. See the examples. It is a word or a number. Word. See numbers you have seen here. Word, you look at this. Level. L-E-V-E-L, L-E-V-E-L. Similarly, civic, madam, reviver. In all these cases, you see the letters here, the forward and backward, they are same. So this is a simple example with the square numbers and palindrome. I take few more examples to show, to create interest in you. See, let me take up the other examples with the square numbers only. Few more examples I take. See, 2 square is nothing but 4. This 4 can be written as 1 plus 2 plus 1. See the arrangement here. Next, if you take up 3 squared, it is nothing but 9. It can be written as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. See how numbers are spread. 4 squared is equal to 16. This can be written as 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. If you add all, you get 16. It is nothing but 4 square. See, this is 10, 13, 16. See the pattern. Beautiful arrangements of numbers. Again, these are square numbers. Same square numbers can also be written in some other way also. See, I take up, this is one pattern. I take up another one with the same squares. See, 2 squared is 4, you know. 4 can be written as 1 plus 3. This one, 1 plus 3 plus 5. This is 1 plus 3 plus 5 plus 7. If you add all, you will get 16. What are these numbers? They are all odd numbers. Odd numbers, you see, 1, 3, 1, 3, 5, 1, 3, 5, 7. Sum of these odd numbers is the square of, how many numbers are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 squared. Here how many numbers are there? 1, 2, 3 numbers are there. 1, 3 and 5. So 3 squared. Suppose if there is, say, 1, 3, 5, 7 and 9, 11, 13, 15. How many numbers are here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it is 8 squared. If you add, you get 64. So if anybody asks you to find the sum of all these odd numbers, you can write this. In the same way, you can generalize this 1 plus 3 plus 5 up to n terms. N terms, there are n terms here. 1 term, second term, third term, fourth term, like that, there are n terms. This can be written as n squared. How many terms are there? The square of that is the answer. Here, there are 8 terms, so 8 squared. 4 terms, 4 squared. This is how the numbers are spread, beautifully arranged. This is the beauty of mathematics. Now, these are all odd numbers here. Okay. Some more examples let me take now. Same with square numbers. See here, 9 squared, how much? 9 squared is 81. 99 squared will be 9801. 999 squared will be 998001. See the arrangement of numbers here. You see there are 3 nines here. There will be 2 9 and 2 zeros. Suppose there are 5 nines squared. How many nines you have to write? 9 9 9 9, 4 nines, and only 1 8. Again 4 zeros and 1. If you square this, you will get this exactly. You can verify with your computer or calculator. You get the same thing. See the arrangement of numbers, the pattern of numbers. That is why I say this is a beautiful subject. Same way, if you look at this, another example of the square number. See, 1 plus 2 plus 3, the product I take the product of 4 numbers, consecutive numbers plus 1 will be equal to 5 squared, 25. Any 4 you take, any 4 consecutive numbers, suppose you take 10 into 11 into 12 into 13, any 4 consecutive numbers, add 1 to this, you get a perfect square, that is 131 squared. The square, if you multiply and add 1, you get 17161. This is the answer. The product plus 1 is this. Here 4 3s are 12, 12 into 2. How much? 24 plus 1, 25. 25 is nothing but 5 squared. So this is another square and with the product. 4 consecutive numbers you must take. That is the important thing. If 1 is added to product of 4 consecutive numbers, any 4 consecutive numbers is a perfect square. Is a perfect square. Now we shall take some more examples to show how mathematics is beautiful. Let me take this number. 8 can be written as 9 into 9 plus 7. Is it not? 8 can be written as 9 into 8 plus 6. 8,888. This is nothing but 9 into 7 plus 5. It goes like this. Any number you can write. 8, 9 times. Here 9, 8, 7, 6 like that it goes, and here the number decreases. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 like that it comes. These are the interesting patterns or the arrangement of numbers that you can see in mathematics. Now look at this. If I ask you to find the sum of 1 plus 2 plus 3 up to 100, what you do? You go on adding. 1 plus 2, 3, 3 plus 3 is 6 like that. But the answer is very easy, 100 into 101 by 2. That will be 50, 50. 50, 50. Very simple. Sum of all natural numbers. There is a formula. Sum of all natural numbers up to n numbers, you will get n into n plus 1 over 2. N into n plus 1 over 2. This formula if you use, n is 100. N is 100. N is the last number, 100. 100 plus 1, 101 by 2. Simplify, you get the answer. You need not go on adding all the numbers. Such a simple one. Next, see the relation between these cubes and squares. I take 1 cube plus 2 cube. How much? 1 plus 8. This is equal to 9. That will be 3 squared. Here, sum of cubes is a perfect square, 9. 1 cube plus 2 cube plus 3 cube is equal to 1 plus 8 plus 27 is equal to 36 is equal to 4 squared. See, cubes I added. You get 36 and it is a perfect square, 4 square. Sorry, it is not 4 squared, it is 6 squared. 6 squared. 36 is a 6 squared. Like that you can go on writing this, any number. I show you one number, how it gives the answer, this magic number, magic of 33767. 3367. If you multiply this 3367 by 33, you get 111. Same 3367 if you multiply by 33 plus 33, how much? 66. You get 22222. See? Same number 3367 into, add 33 to this, you get 99. You multiply this, you get 333. See the magic of this number. 6 digits here, 111, 2222, 3333, like that. These are some interesting arrangements of numbers. In the same way, we can do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 9 ones. 9 ones you get it. One example I will show you. 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. This is nothing but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 into 9. If you multiply, you get this. Suppose if you multiply the same number by 18, 9 twos are, you get 2, 2, 2, like that. The 9 twos. See the arrangements. So, like that we can play with the numbers. That is why in your 8th standard class, playing with numbers is the first chapter in mathematics. You can play with these numbers. Now, one simple example which you usually confuse with this, that is, say, for example, I take 789 squared minus 788 squared. If I ask this, what is the answer? What you do? What you do usually? You square this and then subtract. Is it not? The answer is 789, 788. Add these two. This is the answer. This is the answer. I have not squared or subtracted. I added these two numbers, I got the answer. If you want, you can check up this. What formula I used? I used an identity. What is that? A square minus b squared will be equal to a squared minus b squared will be equal to a plus b into a minus b. This formula I used. This is this is a and this is b. This is a and this is b. A squared, b squared, a plus b. A plus b means sum of these two. This is difference of these two. What is the difference of these two? 1. So 1 into sum, 1 into this is same. So simply you add these two, you get the answer. If you add these two given numbers, any big number, but one important thing is the difference must be 1. Then only you can simply add and write the answer. This is another one simple example to show you. Now I take up a few geometry problems. Suppose there are 3 balls of different radii. Say this one 3 centimeters, 4 centimeters and 5 centimeters. 3 balls are there. Lead ball, suppose. You melt all the 3 and make a big ball. One single ball. If I ask you what is the radius of this big ball, usually your answer will be 3 plus 4 plus 5, that is 12. But you will be surprised, this answer is 6. The radius of that ball, the one single ball, is 6. 4, 5, 3, 4, 5 and 6. How you get 6? You can show mathematically. You see, volume of all the 3 is equal to volume of this ball, because we have melted and made one single ball. Volume of all the 3 will be equal to this. So volume, what is the volume of these? Are all sphere. Sphere can be usually we write with this curved line. If you show this curved line, that means it is sphere. Otherwise, it looks like a circle. So it is a sphere, solid. So what is the volume? Volume of sphere is equal to 4 by 3 pi r cube. That is the formula. So I take this one, this is 3. Here also 4 by 3 plus 4 by 3 pi r cube, r1, r2, 4 by 3 pi r cube, r3. This is r1, r2, r3. Different radii. Here the common is 4 by 3 pi. You remove that. R1 cube, R2 cube, R3 cube is nothing but 3 cube, 4 cube and 5 cube. This will be equal to 4 by 3 pi into, what is this? 27, 64 and 125. So this can be written as 4 by 3 pi into 216. If you add, you will get 216. This is 4 by 3 pi 6 cube. So formula is this. R cube is 6 cube. So R cube is equal to 6 cube. Okay. What is R? R is equal to what? 6. This is the formula here. 4 by 3 pi R cube. R cube, in place of R cube, there is 6 cube. So powers are equal, so bases are equal, so R is equal to 6. Radius equals 6. So like this, you can show the answer. Same type of one more problem I will show you now. Same type geometry problem. I take 3 different solids of same radii. Suppose one cone, another one sphere, another one cylinder. All 3 are of the same height. H is same and R is same. Radii same. Radius equal radius and height. Equal radii and height. If you take that, then their volume will be in the ratio of 1:2:3. 1:2:3. What is the meaning of that? If you take if this capacity of this cone is 1 liter, this will be 2 liters, this will be 3 liters. 2 times of this volume is equal to this, and this plus this volume is equal to this, or 3 times of this is equal to this. So this can be again shown by calculation. What is the formula to find the volume of cone? This is cone, sphere and cylinder. I write here volume. Volume of cone is 1/3 pi r squared h. This one, sphere, 4 by 3 pi r cube. Cylinder, pi r squared h. H is the height, r is the radius. Here r is radius. Here, if I draw a diameter, what is this? This is diameter and this is the radius. This is nothing but the height of the cylinder or the cone, height. So here r is equal to h by 2. Half of h is equal to r. R is equal to h by 2. What I do is, I consider this now, I change this formula. 4 by 3 pi r squared r I write. R cube can be written as r squared and r. 4 by 3 pi r squared, I keep r squared because in these two r squared is that. So r squared, r in place of r I write h by 2. You cancel this 4 with this 2. What is the answer? 2 by 3 pi r squared h. Pi r squared h. Pi r squared h. This is 1/3 pi r squared h. This one pi r squared h. Suppose if you multiply to remove this fraction, multiply the whole thing by 3, what do you get? This is pi r squared h, 3 cancels. Here this will be 2 pi r squared h, multiply this one, this is 1, 3 into 1, 3 pi r squared h. So, they are in the ratio of 1:2:3. The volumes are in the ratio of 1:2:3, 1:2:3. This creates interest in the students, and practically you can show also. Take grain or water or anything. So, you can make a hole here, so that you can pour into this, keeping one funnel. Pour all these things inside. You see the volume. So, like this you can create interest in the students. Therefore, dear friends, after seeing all these problems, very interesting problems, you feel mathematics is a very beautiful, fine subject. After teaching mathematics for several years, I feel it is a very interesting subject and a beautiful subject. You can learn, you can master mathematics only by doing it, not by reading. So, be careful, every problem you have to do several times to become well versed with that problem. So, thank you very much.